Welcome, awesome nerds and fellow spreadsheet geeks. You are most welcome to my big spreadsheet. I wanted to help answer a question that I get a lot, which is, how long does it take? Or how quick can I get there? Or how can I shortcut things? Or just how long is it going to take, right? And it's really hard to answer this question, and a lot of fitness professionals won't answer this question or even indeed give you this data in this way. But hey, you know I'm a nerd. You know I'm a total and utter health, fitness, and superhero geek. So I wanted to try to see if there was a way that I could do this for you. And I think I've cracked it. So shall we start? So you're going to be accessing the calculator here. Now you want to make sure you go and make yourself a copy of this. Yeah, because you won't have access to it. But once you've made a copy, I want you to start here with learning what it is that you're trying to go for. So when it comes to how long does it take, the first question is really, well, what do you want? Because you need to start with the end goal in mind. And a lot of the time, we're really confused what this is. We don't set a realistic body shape change goal. And what is a body shape change goal? Well, it's the difference between understanding that body shape change is both the increase in the composition of muscle within the body, building lean muscle, and the decrease in the composition of your body of fat, i.e. how to burn fat. So this is not calories in, calories out. It's not weight loss. It's not measured on the scale, as you can see here in this definition of what we call skinny fat, which is where you could be nearly 50% body fat but less than 100 pounds, right? So what if you're here and you're listening to this from Warrior Goddess Kettlebell Training and me, Lisa Barwise, hi, what you're actually going for is body shape change, right? Or body composition change, which is represented by a body fat percentage. But it's not just about body fat reduction, because you also need to actually build muscle. So not only are you burning the fat, but you're actually building muscle. Hello, abs. Hello, muscles, etc. Okay, you can see muscles here. So here is just a picture to give you a sense of what that is, okay? No judgment, ladies. Leave your judgment at the door. We're not judging. We're not saying one is better than the other. We're just saying, what do you want? What is it that you're going for? And what is your starting point? So here's some celebrities we're going to show you some superhero body goals in a minute, but here's some idea. And then here it is, specifically looking at the midsection, because that's often an area that women, look for. Yeah. So this is body fat percentages. Yeah. And getting a sense of where you're starting from. So when it comes to starting point, that's really important. Do you consider yourself in the 35, or you're in the 40? Are you maybe in the 40% or the 50 plus? Or, where are you? Again, we're not judging ourselves. We're just we're just getting an idea of where we are. Yeah. And then where do we want to go? So superhero body goals. Here's some examples with some superheroes. So we have the amazing Black Widow. In this picture, she's about 24% body fat. Or gorgeous Wonder Woman here, about 20% body fat. Captain Marvel at about 19% body fat. This is Jessica Biel in Blade Trinity, one of my favorite role models and what I really wanted to be like. Look at that muscle, it's amazing. 16% body fat. J-Lo here at 20% body fat. Look at those muscles though, she's amazing, 50 years old. This is Angelina Jolie as Athena in the Eternals at Marvel, 47 years old, about 18% body fat, right? So what you need to know is two parts. You need to know, firstly, what is your starting point? Again, no judgment. Where do you think you're at? And where do you want to go? Okay, what does that look like for you, right? And then, based on your starting point, you can get a sense of how long it's going to take. So let's say, for example, you're starting at the 40 plus mark. So you're starting here in the Mariah, or here, or here, right? Somewhere around here. Say you're starting at around there. Again, no judgment. We just need to know. So what you're going to do with this spreadsheet is write the numbers in the box. We're giving you examples here, but I've written ones out so you can see. So if you are right now about 45% body fat muscle composition, and you want to go for about 25, which is probably, you know, a little bit more closer to like this sort of size, yeah, body fat, so shape and everything, if that's your goal. And then you have to look at 3 variables: the number of workouts you're going to do in terms of your workout splits. These are 30-minute sessions, yep. And the adherence to the eating protocol. We use our 7-day carb cycle formula in our community. Will give you an indication of the time taken. So let's have a look at this. So if you're going to do 5 30-minute sessions a week, and you're going to be 90% accurate and adhere to our eating protocol, then the first month you will probably lose about 4% body fat. So if that's the case and you continue to want to lose that 20% body fat, it's going to take you 5 months of that intensity. In my experience of women, that's a really hard thing for them to achieve. So what tends to happen is they hang out more down here. 4% with maybe an 80, yeah, 4 sessions a week, 80% following the plan, you'll get there in about 7 months, right? But here, even if you did, 3 sessions a week, 90%, losing about 2% body fat, you're going to get there in 10 months, right? So it gives you an indication of just how important, by the way, the adherence to the eating plan is, but also how many sessions, yeah? So, if you are 90% accurate and only do 3 sessions a week, you're going to get there in 10 months. So that shows that even if you do 4 sessions a week and are 70% accurate, you get there. Does that make sense? A couple of things to note here. In your first month of the program, you'll always get a bigger result, usually anywhere between 2 and even up to 8%. Actually, some of our clients have in this starting point. But then when you hit 30% body fat, you'll want to move over to this next tab. Does that make sense? Because these numbers will change. This is because higher body fat can actually lose more in the beginning, but there is a downward curve and that will begin to flatten as you continue. As your body fat decreases, you're looking to lose and if you're looking to lose the last 2 to 4% to reach your goal, you'll need to be very accurate in your eating and finding the balance with the amount intensity of your training. Now here's a link to a body fat calculator that you can do based on measurements, or we also use the eyeball method as well, i.e. just looking at body fat, right? Which is what we showed you here. So let's say you're starting with this one. So again, if we look at where 30, 35 is, so we're about here, yeah, or we're about between Jessica and Hillary there, okay. So what sort of time is that going to take? So again, say you're 35 and you want to be down to 20. So you want to be, Wonder Woman. There we go. Who doesn't want to be Wonder Woman? I know I do. So what's the desired change? Say about 15% body fat. Again, looking at the variables. So say, for example, let's just go straight to it. You're going to do 90%, 3 workouts, on average losing about 2% body fat per month. You will get there in 7.5 months, right? Now, I'm not sure what you're thinking, if you're thinking that's fast, if that's slow, etc. But that's the data I have for you, right? So you're like, okay, well, if I did more, can I get there quicker? Possibly, but we also have to look at what's sustainable. Can you sustain this? 5 workouts a week, 90% accurate to eating, and do it in 5 months? Some people have, but it's not always the case. What I want to show you also on this one, look at this, by the way, 5 sessions a week, only half accurate to the eating protocol, losing about 0.5% body fat a month can take you up to 30 months. This just shows you how important the eating is, yeah? So again, same sort of notes. And then again, what I want to just point out on this one, so if you're starting with a lower body fat and you have goals of adding more muscle. So again, you're starting more in our anywhere between Angelina Jolie here and Beyonce. You're already starting out quite lean. There's Jessica as well. But you want to get more into Jessica here, or these sorts of ones where they're hitting 16 or 20%, right? You only have maybe about 10% to lose. This is where it comes really important for accuracy. So we've added 100% here, right? So if you are going to be 100% accurate to your eating protocol, okay, 5 sessions a week, you might get there by five months. Yeah. In my experience, that last 2 to 4% body fat, and if you want to go under 18%, as you can see over here, you'll need to be very accurate in your eating and finding the balance with the amount, type, and intensity of your training. So we do want to be very clear with that, okay? And look what I've written here. So say, for example, you have that goal, you're only doing 3 workouts a week, you're not even hitting half of your eating protocol, it's going to take you 200 months. Let's just say it's impossible with those variables. So I don't know if this helped you. I don't know if you're like, oh my goodness, that seems like more, that seems like less, that seems like doable. But it gives you for me, it gives me an excitement to know, okay, this is possible, right? 5 sessions a week, 100%. You know, if you're dropping 2% body fat, you can get there in 5 months for sure. Yeah. So this is what I have for you. It can give you some idea of what's possible, maybe get you excited, maybe try to figure out, well, what can I do, what's doable for me? You know, because some of us might want to quite happily just hang out with 3 workouts a week, being quite consistent with my, you know, eating, and I'll get there in a year, and I'm happy with that, right? Because I don't know about you, I was happy with that. That's what happened for me. The other thing is also like milestones. So other than focusing just on the body fat, which, hey, that's great, but there are other milestones that you want to look at. So we look at like roughly what sort of milestones are you going to notice in those first 6 weeks, what changes in the body, you know, in the next 90 days, etc., adding muscle, you know, noticing things going up as well as down, but also doubling your strength. First 6 weeks, noticing how your strength is doubled, that's really important. In the first 6 weeks, I'm noticing how much your fitness and your flexibility has doubled. Yeah? It's really important to know your numbers in that way, but also know the next milestone so you feel accomplished, that it's not just always about that body shape change and seeing the body fat percentage change. Hope that was helpful. Fill out the calculator. Can't wait to hear your ahas. Hit reply or go comment in the Facebook group, or whatever it is, how you're interacting with us. I'd love, love, love to hear your ahas about our amazing body shape change calculator.